Blessing, 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 blessing to you, one and all. Blessing to all my families, blessing to all my friends, blessing to all my internet family. Blessing, blessing, blessing. Guys, this morning, I'm here just to have a chit chat with you, just to speak to you. And I want you to listen to me, guys. I normally would wake up early in the morning because I have work. However, this morning I don't have any work. Therefore, I should be lying in my bed. But I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I'm here just twist and turning because I normally will get up at such time. I'm making this video. It's 5 o'clock right now. The alarm will go off at 5. And I will normally get up in the morning and use the bathroom during that time. And at times prepare myself for work. If I have straight ride, then sometimes I try to relax a little. I do what I can do around the house before I go. You know, housework never finish. So therefore, I get up and I hold a bath and I said, so many things going through my thought. I break down at times, but I'm trying to hold it as much as possible. I might have to end the video, but I'm gonna try my utmost best to say to you guys what I would like to say to you. This is a girl, your authentic journey, guys, and maybe you're joining me for the very first time. Thank you for joining me. And this is one video that I would like for you to watch and share. And the reason, I just want to really connect with you guys. And I just need to share something with you. My topic, life is unpredictable. It is no guarantee what tomorrow might throw at us. It is no guarantee what the future holds for you or for I. I don't know what the future holds for me. Neither do I know what it holds for you. But we are here now. And in life throws some blows at us at times. Sometimes we overcome. Sometimes we don't. Some people overcome. Some people never overcome. Life has thrown a lot of blows at me. I've got darts all over. But thanks be to God, I'm still here. Because God kept me. God kept I. And I believe God also kept you. And that is the reason why you are able to watch. And to be watching me right now. Because you're here. You're among the living. So therefore you're here. This morning I thank God. I'm in my sound mind. I'm among the living. it's a blessing. Yesterday was Good Friday, and I don't know how you guys view it, but it's Holy Week. I never been to church yesterday. Good Friday, I always love to be in church, and I never went because I was taking the time to have a phone call. I was waiting, and a very important phone call. Whew. I'm alright, bear with me. Some of us, we take life for granted. We take our families for granted. We take our loved ones for granted. We carry around some some long time grudges for ages against each other. Some animosity of some little foolish things that might even happen ages ago. Ages. So from time to time, sometimes, we are human. We are all human. And in life, things happen between families and friends. Things happen. But some of us don't let it go. We don't. We carry grudges from years to years to years of what children carried with their parents, and what parents carried with their children. But I'm here today to tell you, life doesn't promise to any of us. And life throws some darts and some blows at us at times that it destroys us. And it brings up illness on us. And sometimes you have something you would like to say to your families or to your friends. But because of these grudges and these things and this animosity that you all carry against each other's, you tend to shun away from each other. And all the rival and the foolishness, have it buried inside of for ages and for years. And then guess what? Sometimes death come and it steal your loved ones away from you, and you never get the chance to say what you would like to say. The word "I love you" meant so much to many people, but many don't even use it. The words "I appreciate you," the word "thank you" meant a lot for some. And many have so much buried up inside of them, and they would rather die before they even reach out to families. Things that might happen, they don't want to talk about it. Let me tell you something. You ever say me talk too much or me chat too much, but me now go drop down dead with nothing buried inside of this heart here. It is too precious. It is. Life is too precious. Whatever you have against your brother, your sister, your ma, your pop, your cousin, your family friend, whatever, your neighbor, let it go. bury it. Forgiveness comes from the heart. If you forgive somebody, you don't have to forget. But at the same time, forgiving doesn't mean you beat up yourself. You say you forgive the person, but you still keep on beating up yourself. Forgive them. Let it go. When you forgive somebody, you're doing it also for you. Because sometimes you can't sleep at night. Pitch and tossing in the middle of the night. Can't sleep when that person that you so have something against, whatever it is, are sleeping peacefully. But because you're so caught up in your feelings and your emotion, you can't sleep. When we give you a heart attack and burst your blood vessel and kill you. But I'm here to tell you, life is not a guarantee. It doesn't promise to us to say when or how our bulb is going to blow. And that is why it is very important to try to make your heart right with God and to make peace among your fellow brothers and sisters. Because I'm not talking about family, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters meet all of us on earth, our brothers and sisters. If you look at it from the godly side. And many me see I go to church today in a church and all of them in a malice in a church. How not do we? How not do it? Now, everybody know when they come on to family. We love family, and it's not only my family, but I'm a people's person. And I love people from the depths of my heart. Because of that, I've gotten many used and many abused. Because of the heart. Sometimes I ask Father God, how you give me this heart for me? I'm not going to lie you. Sometimes I say, Father God, I wish me never have the heart here. I know, I ask Father for forgiveness for that all the time. But because it is so soft and pure, sometimes people trample upon it. Sometimes people take your kindness for weakness. You try to help our brothers or our sisters, or you try to do. But me not make that stop me from help others. Because I cannot use somebody fat to fry another. And sometimes I say, me don't help people, me not do nothing. Because the same one you help today, and then bite you tomorrow. If you're necessary for my dog, then turn around and bite you. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes our very, 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 very best friend betray us. And when somebody so close to you as a family and your friend hurt you, I know it come like you want to eat us alive. I know. I've been there. The thing is, we don't want nobody to hurt you, but at the same time, we are saying if anybody should hurt us, it should be stranger. But remember, stranger not going to hurt you because stranger don't mean as much to you as your families and your close friends. And families at times doesn't mean a blood relative, because sometimes people on street treat you better. People on the wide aspect treat you better than families. So family not only mean blood to me, no. They can never know you. And yet still we are family. I've met some lovely family since I've started this YouTube. I've met a lot. And so, what I'm trying to get to you, to tell you, cherish every minute, every second, every hour, every day, every month, every year you have with your family. Because We don't know when or how we are going to lose them, or they might lose us. I can be here talking to you right now, and the next minute, I gone. You can hear that I fall sick, and I can't even speak to you, and I may never recover. I bind it. I pray it's never happened. But it can happen. It have happened to many. And it's only God's blessing. It's not because of our goodness why it doesn't happen to us. It happened to many. And it can happen to us. So therefore, cherish your family. Cherish them. Enjoy life. Enjoy life. Live life to the fullest. This pandemic has taught me so much. It has taught me so much. It has opened my eyes to things that I've never seen before. I'm pleading to you people. Bury the grudges. Bury whatever grudges you have against any family member, anyone. Because just in a minute, things happen and it changes our lives. Yesterday morning I planned, I'm getting up early and I'm going to church. But instead, I couldn't. Guess what? I wish to speak with my brother. I wish was to speak to my brother who is ill. And I'm not calling down, because there's a God and He can change any situation. Anything He can. I'm here. We're in another country, away from families and friends. When I came here, I came to seek I'm good. A better life. It has divided and separated me from families. Families have traveled miles across water seeking a better life. And so, one here, one there. And I'm here. I remember one of my older sister. She went away and she was there in England for years seeking a better life for her children, that she stand up as mother and father for her 4 children. May God continue to bless and open doors for those children. And for 18 years, I can recall, she have been in England, never see her kids then, because they're trying, you know, when you travel to other country, you have to be straight before you can go, you can't go back. And when you are trying to do for your family. And I remember when I heard she was ill, she planned to go to Jamaica. She planned. And despite she was so ill and so fragile, and when I spoke to her, I said, you sure you want to travel at this time? And she said, I want to see my children. And she said, doctor said for her to travel, it is not good. Family, we were, at the same time, we never know what to expect or anything, but she chose to see her family. When it come out to family, whereas her children, trust me, and she decided she wanted to go and to visit. She said, if me dead, make me dead seeing me kids them. I never planned to go to Jamaica at that point. Funds wasn't there. And I started to talk to God. I said, for how long I haven't seen. And I remember I borrowed because I said I want to go see her. Because hearing the situation and the state that she was in. And I borrowed and I went to Jamaica. And when I went to Jamaica to see her, I spent 3 weeks. 2 weeks, and she would spend an extra week. And I was so happy to see her, and I felt good that she was there for our kids then. Because the kids them, they was leave young. At a tender age, I was the one there taking care of them, being with them and doing what to be done. My mother was there until my mother passed. And my mother died without my sister could have made it. And trust me, what I'm trying to say to you, I came up, and I think it was a Wednesday, and she was to leave the Friday, and she died the Thursday. I'm saying this to you. She died the same week. I'm saying this to you. Life is not promised to any of us. But I so cherish that time that I spent with her. I never knew she was going to pass a day or two after I left. No. I thought she was going to make it back to England. But if it's one thing I'm glad for, her wish came through. Thanks to our brothers and sisters, especially Rollin. Thank God. But I'm saying this to you this very moment. I made the time to go. I remember before I traveled, my brothers and traveled to England. And I remember I chose not to. When my sister asked me, I said, I can't leave mommy. I can't leave my kids. I can't. And I locked myself away in the bathroom, and I remember just imagine it, and I couldn't do it. Because my kids, I was very young, and my mommy was ill, and I refused. So I stayed back with mom. And I remember when times hit and hard times hit, and it hit, I said, Mommy, I promised I was going to stay. And he said, no, you need to go on and do what you're doing speedily and come back. And I said to her, all right, Mom, I'm going. As soon as I build my house, I coming back. I just going to save some money for my house and come back. And she said, okay. And she did force me. She begged me to go because she see what I was going through and everything. And I leave. And when I promised her that when she healed, I would have been there. And I came here and I started to work. And I work. I remember the first Christmas I spent in this country. I cried like a baby being away from my family. But thanks be to God, I'm still here. It's been 12 years. I still don't accomplish my mission. I still don't accomplish what I set out to accomplish, because sometimes people hear about foreign And we all think a bed of rose. But trust me, it is not. But I thank God that I was allowed to provide for my mother and my children and try to help others along the way. Maybe couldn't do what I set out to do to 100%, but I thank God. In all things, give God thanks. And I remember when my mother, my nieces and my daughter used to take care of my mother. And I took mom from her home. I have a small little house, and I brought her, I sent her there. Because I want her was to be more closer to where my husband, and it was much better for me at that time. And let me tell you something. I promised my mom that I was going to be there for her. And I decided when I heard that she wasn't doing well and XYZ, and I gave up my job here for 4 months. 4 months I gave up my job. And I went. But I took my eldest daughter to take over my job, and I went to spend that time with my mother. Oh my God. I'm living by the memories. What I'm trying to say to you, it would have killed me if I've never taken those time to go and be with her as I promised. I look after my dad till the very last breath left his body. I took my dad in my little mansion. I call it mansion. All when I come, a mansion for me. And I took him there. My dad died in my little one room. Right over there upon the bed, he could have just stretched him foot over and touch me when the breath ready to leave his body. And I spend some precious time with him, holding his hand, rubbing his head. I did that. And all my sisters and brothers, they couldn't be there, but they played their role from away. I'm saying this to you. If you love as you say you do, you would have do better. Some of you don't even know if your mother and father eat. You don't know if your family member, you not try in no way. But you know so you love. And when burial time you come, you over, hey. God go dump some of you and strike some of you too. But let me keep on track when I try to say to you. With my mother, I spend time, we share some bullet and nice, singing, taking pictures, doing all sort of stuff. And trust me, I cherish every bit of time. Every bit. I cherish it. With my dad, with my mother. My dad died at the age of 80. And my mother died at the age of 72. When I spend, I always making sacrifice for others. Because me not just say me love. Me not use the word love without demonstrating. Because love is an action word. It is. You have to show me, not only tell me. Show it to me. Me fi feel it. Me fi see it. So guys, let me tell you something. When my mommy, the doctor told me, at this stage, there's nothing we can do much. Feed her, make she comfortable, and do the best we can. So when I heard, it was so hard for my daughter over here to get work, because she was sometimes like, they're saying you're too young, you don't have the experience, sometimes, when they want to hire. So, when I heard of another job here, at that point, I said, I'm going to have to leave mom at that point. I knew as a fact that our time was near. But I play my part and I make some memories and I cherish every moment of it each day. I spend some quality times with her and she knew I was there, you know, she wasn't out of her mind, but she was traveling. And my young daughter that is here now, she was the one taking care of her. And you know, my nieces, they would rally around. And she lived right there and I would watch her or they do video calls and I sing with her, I talk with her. And mommy slept peacefully away, gone to be with the Lord. Next month is her birthday. And I always send like a flowers on her birthday. They said don't scatter roses, but I don't scatter roses because while she was alive, I would all that I will do for her, like I'll try to, I always give her something on her birthday and Valentine's Days and Christmas and so forth. So even though she died, I would send her flowers and put on her grave. She have gone, but I know some people would say, but she can't enjoy the flowers. You don't mind that? That's the love that I have here for her. Cost me to continue to do that. And that is my way. And you see, after mom died, I holler and I cried. But I was at peace because I did my uttermost best and I spent quality time and what my promise, I fulfilled my promise. So much of us are breaking promise. Some of us, you talk about after me know who parents no obligation and them came in this world. Parents never fling you away in a condom, or sometimes parents never bought you or everything of such. And better stop on foolishness and do what you have to do. Friends, not found our so-called friends. We not feel the pain of others. We not see what friends are go through. But you know say when our friends, many are friend enemy. But when you find true friends, cherish it. A friend break your heart, forgive. We are human.